Welcome back, everybody, to the Welcome back, everybody, to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. It is your girls, Maddie and Mary. We are back today at you with another episode, and we are here to talk about quite a few things, Bash in Berlin being the main one. And I did point this out before we officially went live. The one day Mary decides to wear the damn shirt is the day where I'm like, I'm not going to change because she's probably not wearing the shirt. So we're representing our boy CM Punk today. How are you doing today, Mary?
I'm all right. Life is lifing, but we're here because wrestling is an escapism for us. So
yes,
that's what we're here to talk about.
We love that.
And we just had a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Are we at 700 yet? I haven't checked.
Oh, girl, let me check. But yeah, so we had Bash in Berlin yesterday. Had to watch pay-per-view at 10 a.m.
I didn't watch it till around 1 a.m. Because I didn't get home. Yeah.
Yeah, because you had work.
Avoiding spoilers all day, which I managed to do a good job. Oh, what?
We're at 712.
What?
Yes.
Holy what? Wait, are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. We totally missed the 700.
No, because my dumbass made it in one of my videos. I'm like, please help us get to 700 subs. Are you there?
We're at 712.
That was a live reaction. Thank you guys so much. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that.
That was a nice prize for today.
Yes, it was. We really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for being here and just supporting your girls. And is that Cap? 17-time world heavy. Yeah, I think that is Cap. Okay, welcome in, Cap. Good to see you. Welcome in, Trey, Caden. It's good to see you guys once again. Now we're on the road to 800.
Who knew?
I'm very excited about that. That's awesome. So we are here to talk about Bash in Berlin. That is the main thing. But before we get into that, what other topics do we have? I believe NXT No Mercy is tonight. Do we want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I believe it starts in an hour, if I'm wrong. I don't know if, because it's in Denver, so I don't know if that's like Central Time.
Yes, they are, I believe.
So, I don't know. That could be on in an hour. It could be on now. I don't know.
It could be on now. Is it on now? I don't know. It just started. It's on now.
Okay. So we're competing with NXT No Mercy right now. So thank you guys for being here.
Yes. If you guys are multitasking, no problem. We do not take offense. Welcome in, Dylan. So I believe we are doing Roxanne Perez versus Jada Parker for the NXT Women's title. And then we're also doing Kalani Jordan versus Wendy Chu for the NXT North American Women's Championship. I see both retaining here. Maybe Wendy Chu. I think Wendy Chu's got a better shot than Jada Parker does. I haven't been tuned into NXT for like a minute because I just haven't had the time to watch. So when I saw that Jada was getting this opportunity, I was kind of surprised because to me, she's still very, very green, and just not maybe as developed, I guess, as the other girls. I kind of agree with what Cap is saying here. I do think Sol Ruka I think Jada getting this opportunity before Sol is kind of weird. Whatever, I don't know. But what do you think about this matchup?
I mean, you've been on the Sol train, so I know that you wish it was her.
Yes, I do.
As far as this match, I would be surprised if Roxanne didn't retain. Obviously she has been a really good champion down there, but her time's coming. We're in the time when it's any day now that Roxanne will be coming up to the main roster. So
absolutely.
So they need to build those women. I hope it's a really good match. If it's on right now, I don't know what the first match is, but I doubt.
I don't think they're opening.
That's on right now.
Yeah.
Probably the other match is starting. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I don't think Wendy Chu is gonna beat Miss Kalani Jordan. I just haven't really been enjoying Kalani's reign. Oh, the tag titles are kicking off. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I think she's a great wrestler, but she's not very good on the mic, and that's where that strength is kind of lacking for me. I
Which is
think
weird because
right
her man, Carmelo Hayes,
is
is
like the
great on
most.
the mic.
I'm not saying she's like really bad on the mic.
Mhm.
Like I think there's wrestlers that are way worse than she is, but it's not her strong suit. And when you're a champion, that kind of needs to be one of your strong. Like she literally, did you see the clip where she's like, "Wendy Chu choked me out," and like that was kind of rude. And I'm like,
Oh,
girl,
no, I didn't see that.
she really said that, and yeah, she ate that. It was kind of rude, but like, I don't know. So at least we can say that she is really good in the ring. I still stand behind the fact that Sol Ruka or Lash Legend would have been a better
Mm.
inaugural champ. Good to see you,
Mhm.
Leo. Welcome in. This is a great comment here, and I actually agree with
Ooh,
this.
I would love that, and I would love for Ash by Elegance to be back
Yes,
in
because
WWE.
they did have that alliance. So
Mhm.
seeing this match happen eventually would kind of make sense.
I mean, Joe
Um,
Hendry's on the card for NXT No
yes,
Mercy,
yes,
so
he is. Everybody's been kind of hating on him lately. I don't know why that is.
just because I feel like he was super over, and people like to hate what's popular. So
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We have seen that. She is mid, not bad. Yeah, I hate that word mid. But if we're gonna say, I think she's kind of in the middle when it comes to that. But look, again, she's great in the ring, so at least there is that. I can hear someone's fire
Mhm.
alarm going off. That's beautiful. But
Oh,
so when Jada, I want to mention this, when Jada and Roxanne were doing their like sit down kind of interview thing, and Jada slapped her real quick, and Roxanne was on the floor.
oh,
They both addressed and looked at somebody in the corner. Do we think Julia is coming tonight?
oh, I have no idea.
I
I
really hope
truly,
so.
I haven't been fully tuned in either. Like I've just been watching the clips that they post on like Instagram and Twitter or X, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not like fully in the know what's going on down there. I really need to though, because like I actually really like watching NXT. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just sitting down and doing it.
It could be Stephanie Becker. Some people are saying in the chat. It's got to be one of the two.
Oh,
If they do this and they're teasing this, and then it's just Cora Jade, I will lose my
bruh.
mind. I'm sorry. No, no. It's so. Give me Julia. Give me Stephanie. I'm happy with either one. Don't give me Cora Jade. Don't give me Cora Jade.
Have you seen her and Roxanne's TikToks?
They're so funny though. I
Yeah,
will
they're
give
really
them that.
funny.
I love their friendship. I love the fact that they're like no longer really hiding the fact that they are actually friends.
Hmm.
We already knew that, but now they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're funny as hell, man. I like that.
And
What else?
uh
Oh, sorry.
oh no, sorry, just a quick side note. They posted a video and like literally the next day I saw that Tiffany and Naya posted the same video, like using the same audio, and I was like, "Oh." But yeah. So that was just a quick side
Slay.
note.
Another thing I wanted to mention was Mercedes Monet has a new challenger for the
Oh, who is it?
TBS title. There was a fatal four-way. I don't know if they actually call it that in AEW. I guess they do.
Mhm.
For number one contender, it was Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa versus Hikaru Shida versus Queen Aminata. I think I said that right. Out of those four, and nobody spoil in the chat because Mary doesn't know. Out
Yeah,
of
I don't
those
know.
four, who would you like the most to see win that?
I mean Thunder Rosa.
Same. She did not win.
Oh
She did
man.
not win. I know. It's gonna be Mercedes Monet versus Hikaru Shida
Oh,
at
okay.
AEW All Out. I think it's All Out. Correct me if I'm wrong, for the TBS title. And we saw those two wrestle not too long ago, and it was, in my opinion, a pretty decent match. So I'm excited. I am always hyping up Hikaru Shida on the show. I think she's absolutely
Hmm.
incredible. One of, if not the best women's wrestler in AEW. So I don't doubt that they're going to have a good match, and I think that this will be a nice redemption for Mercedes because of that terrible match that she had with that dentist girl. That is true, Trey. There is no storyline for it, but I think this is becoming a more common thing in wrestling where like sometimes there's just no storyline.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to see a good wrestling match. I mean, think about like when you go to, if you go to local wrestling shows, a lot of times you have no idea what the storyline is. You just
Right.
see two wrestlers who one's a good guy, one's a bad guy, and they're having a match, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to point this out really quick. It's so off
Side note,
topic.
the Descendants World Tour. And it's
I
the wrestling podcast. I saw Mary said she wants to go. Yes, Aviana, thank you. Yes, I do want to go to the Descendants World Tour, and maybe I can convince Maddie to go with me. If we get to if we get to 800 subscribers by next month, Maddie should go with me.
Where is it?
Oh,
Like,
I
where
have
do
no
I
idea.
have?
They haven't announced
Oh,
the dates yet, because it's for next summer.
oh, okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
should go just for shits and gigs.
So there's
I
a
didn't even
little
know they did
crossover
a
for you
world
guys.
tour.
This is the first one that
Oh,
they've done, which is kind
it's,
of annoying. I wish they would have done a world tour
yeah.
back when it was really popping,
This is
yeah,
the
so
Rise of Redcast, I assume. So what are
yeah.
they doing? Just like the soundtrack concert type thing?
Yeah, I mean, but they'll be singing live as far as I'm aware,
Right.
but
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
so it'll be
see,
a
guys. We'll see.
whole production with descendants and zombies. So yeah, if you guys like Disney content, go follow my other TikTok, because
Yes.
your girl doesn't like to be niched, and that's why my videos don't do well.
Stop. I do want to touch on this because I am
What
so
do you mean?
heavily disappointed in this.
Why?
Because not only did they have Jamie Hayter return on the pre-show,
Oh
but
yeah.
they're putting her in a feud with Saraya.
I mean, listen, as much as you don't like Saraya, you gotta admit she is one of the pioneers of women's wrestling, like in terms of exiting the diva era into the women's evolution. So, she was kind of on the cusp there. So she's still an important figure in women's wrestling. So I
Not
don't think it's a
anymore.
bad thing.
Not
Well,
anymore. That was
I don't think it's
WWE. This is AEW.
yeah, but everybody wanted her in AEW, and now all of a sudden, I mean,
I
at least she's being used, right? At least she's being used
Yeah,
for
that's the
something. Jamie
problem. She's
Hayter.
being used. I want her off my television.
No, I'm talking
Get
about Jamie Hayter.
Oh, well, but you're putting her in a feud with somebody, and you're having
Who
her
would you
back on
want
the.
her to be in a feud with then?
I'm still wait. Look, you guys know, and I made this very clear that I don't like Britt Baker. However, a feud between her and Jamie, I think would slap because of that partnership that they had for so long. They never really turned on each other. And that's what I want to see. And I was
Mm-hmm.
shocked that that Tony Khan just never ended up doing it. That's what I want to see. I think that would make sense storyline wise. I think that would get a lot of eyes on it because obviously Britt is like the number one girl in AEW. I don't know why. And Jamie Hayter is kind of on that rise. But Saray, like, what correlation is there with that? What
You have to build new feuds, you know.
But why can't Saraya just like stay in catering?
Because they paid a lot of money for her. They're trying to get their money's worth.
They should not have done that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, the main problem I had was Jamie coming back on the pre-show. I thought that was just really weird and yeah, didn't love that. But to each their own. I think Jamie's great. I think she'll find a way to make it work, and once she gets this little whatever out of the way, she'll be back in business and hopefully cooking for a championship. I would love to see her versus Mercedes Moné for the TBS title. Or maybe Jamie will go after Mariah May. I'm not really sure. Oh, really quick before we move on to Bash in Berlin, Mariah May will be defending her AEW Women's World Title this Wednesday against Nyla Rose. And the one I like Nyla Rose. I know a lot of people don't. I do. But why is this match happening? Like,
yeah, it seemed kind of random.
Why are we doing this? Like, I don't know. It feels like Nyla is the first person to challenge after one of the women wins a title. Like, I think they did the same thing when Mercedes won the TBS title. Nyla was her first challenger. And I don't know why. Like, it's just okay. Like, we didn't even really have a full celebration thing for Mariah May. She just kind of came out and was like, F you, and left, which was funny. And I thought they were going to, okay, next week we'll do the celebration, but then they just didn't do it. I'm going to be honest, Mariah's okay, it's been like a week. Okay, it's been like
I know, you gotta let it cook, guys.
You gotta give her a minute, okay? And no Mariah May slander is tolerated on this podcast. We love her. But with that being said, we're gonna hop right into Bash in Berlin.
Oh, well, before that, let's just really quickly
something?
talk about the women's speed tournament.
Yes.
For WWE Speed. I'm trying to pull up the
bracket
list of people who are in the tournament. Yeah, but like I'm like struggling. I don't know what's happening right now.
I know that it's like Io Sky and
I know Io Sky, Lyra, Naomi, Blair Davenport, and then 2 other people, I think. And I don't know if you saw, but Tegan Knox came out publicly and said that she was upset that she's not even in the speed tournament. She's like, I don't understand why I'm, not being utilized at all, which is valid. But also, like, I don't know how you feel about the whole WWE speed thing. I don't really care for it. I don't even watch it. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't watch it. I might watch the women's just because it's the women's.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
As far as Tegan Knox, like, I know everyone's kind of making fun of her, and I've seen a lot of, like, in my opinion, rather cruel memes about her. But I feel like what she does have a point. Triple H brought her back, rehired her after she was released, and she had a quick little run as Liv Morgan's tag partner, and they never ended up winning the titles. And then she's just been off TV ever since. What's the point?
And then she was Natty's tag partner. And then Natty turned on her.
See, I completely forgot about that.
To me, as soon as she came back, it should have been her and oh my gosh, why am I
Dakota?
No, her and Shotzi back as a tag team.
Oh,
I don't know why all of a sudden they were both single stars, but I feel like they should have just put them back together because they were already a tag team, and then they could have been part of the tag team division because we need real tag teams for the women's division. So
yeah, I feel like her frustrations, I feel like, are valid. Like, imagine you get rehired, you get, like, your boss that formerly let you go reaches out. It's like, hey, I want to bring you back. And then, like, imagine you get your schedule every week, like a normal job, and you're just not on the schedule. Like, that's weird. It's pointless.
Yeah, like you didn't get any hours.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you put it in that terms, I think we all can kind of relate to that, where we'd be like, what the heck, man?
But then it's also like you didn't get any hours, but you still have to show up.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, she's still getting paid, cool, but like at the same time, that's probably not. I know that's not enough for her, and I completely understand it. That wouldn't be enough for me either.
It was like the same situation with Emma when she got brought back, and that was a bummer because I liked the stuff that she was doing with Madcap Moss and like how they were incorporating, their relationship, and so I mean, it's just hard. We need those mid-card women's titles in order to give more people opportunities. So
I don't know why they're taking their goddamn time with that, or if they're ever gonna end up doing it. I don't know. Maybe it was just a rumor that we deluded ourselves into believing was gonna happen. I have no idea.
Yeah, but as far as the Speed Championship go, I'll watch it just to see who wins. But
yeah,
I think we need more than that still.
Well, is there anything else before we get into Bash? Because I'm going to pull up my handy-dandy notebook that I wrote our predictions on.
No, let's get started.
All right. I forget where I wrote this. Around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. But you watched the whole show, right? Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay. Got our predictions here.
And honestly, I did pretty good with putting the order of the matches because Cody and Kevin did go first.
I think you mixed up CM Punk and Drew and the Liv and Dom match. Those were the only two that were flip-flop. Other than that, you nailed it.
Thanks, guys. I'm a professional booker.
I was right in all of my predictions. Yay me.
And I missed one because I wanted to be the odd man out.
You wanted to be different and it didn't pay off.
I know. It's
Well,
okay.
let's get started. Oh, you've already okay, cool. With Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, this opened the show. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this match other than the fact that I thought it was good. I liked it. Good chemistry. I was happy that Kevin Owens didn't end up turning because we all kind of
Me too.
predicted that was going to happen, and then it didn't. And I was like, okay, that's refreshing. I liked that.
Mhm.
And that's really it. Solid.
I yeah, I mean, I posted it on X, but I feel like this match was just okay.
Okay.
It was definitely not as strong as both of them can be. And,
Okay.
I know they were kind of playing up the hesitation, like, oh, Kevin doesn't really want to fight Cody, but he's like, but you asked for this. So, maybe I'm just not reading into like the story part of the match like I'm supposed to, but to me it just felt like a little bit clumsy in the beginning, like, and then,
Hmm.
it picked up towards the end. But yeah, to me this match was just okay. It's definitely not the best Cody match. It's definitely not the best Kevin Owens match. So, um, I mean, I think that if they really like went ahead and full sent it, the match would have been a lot better.
Do we think Cody actually is injured, and maybe that's why the match wasn't as good as you like had hoped for?
I don't think so, but who knows?
Okay, guys, please don't put NXT No Mercy spoilers in the chat because I am actually gonna
Oh,
watch the
rude.
show. So sorry, but I am gonna delete that. Please don't spoil the show. I want to watch it. That's
Yeah,
one match
we're
spoiled
this
for
is
me
a
now. Beautiful.
spoiler free zone.
Yes, no spoilies. Anyway, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I thought it was pretty good, pretty solid, but I just don't really have anything other to say other than it was good. I liked it.
I'm
Right
glad there
winner.
was no interruptions
Yeah.
or
Oh, but now
interferences or
Solo's
anything.
like, I want another chance. It's like, bitch,
It's
who
like
asked you?
you had your chance and you lost. That's
Yeah,
it.
you screwed the pooch. Back of the line, bitch. As Mercedes Monet once said, or Charlotte Flair, or whatever. Somebody said that. But like,
Yeah,
I'm
somebody
sorry,
said that.
I don't want to see Solo get another because that match was not good. Like, it
Mhm.
wasn't terrible, but it was not good. Solo is not a main eventer. He's not that good in the ring. He's not terrible, but like, Cody carried the shit out of that match, and I don't want to see that again. I want new challengers for who do you want to see
Mhm.
Cody defend against next?
Um, I'm trying to think about who's on the SmackDown roster.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. We got Carmelo, Andrade, Santos Escobar. Who else? Who else do we have?
You know what I want to see? I want to see Andrade. I want to
That's
see like
valid.
a little feud with that.
I would really like Santos Escobar too. Like, I don't know. I'm
Mm,
such a big fan. I'm such a big fan of Santos Escobar.
I like him, and I think that little spotlight on him. Obviously, he wouldn't win, but like having that spotlight on
Mhm.
him would be good. Um, that would be great,
I mean,
actually.
uh, obviously Randy's probably going to be in the mix at some point.
Yes,
So we're here for that.
we
I'm
are.
sad.
But yeah, we are set. But overall, we both predicted Cody would win, and we were
Mhm.
right. And yeah, pretty much it. Yeah. Bianca
Girl.
Belair is a champion again. Yeah.
Yes, the Unholy Union versus Bianca and Jade, and everybody looked incredible. Everybody's ring gear was chef's
Yes.
kiss.
Oh my
And we
god.
have new tag team champions, as it should be.
Period. What a terrible reign the Unholy Union had. My god.
Yeah, it was not good, but again, not entirely their fault.
No. No, definitely
We
not. I
ne-
don't think it's
that's
really their fault at
that's one
all.
thing. We never blame the wrestlers here. Well,
No.
I won't say
Sometimes.
always,
Only if you're
but
solo to go.
or Becky Lynch. No, sometimes we don't blame her either. We don't blame her
No,
either sometimes.
I feel like we only blame her like maybe 20% of the time.
Yeah.
We're
But
fair.
I'm so glad that Bianca and Jade won, and hopefully they'll have a better reign this time, or like at least a longer one, and there won't be a cheap title change for no reason.
I think Triple H actually addressed that and was like, "No, I didn't do it because of for the cheap pop." But it's like, "Sir,
Sir,
you
be
did.
so for real.
You
You did.
absolutely did. Just admit it.
It's
Like we already
okay.
know. We already
Yeah,
know."
it's okay.
But
No, but who do you want their first challengers to be?
I know it's probably going to be Damage Control or the Sky Pirates,
Really?
and yeah, because I think on Monday they're doing Unholy Union versus Io and Kyrie for like a number one contender shot. I don't want to see that. Bianca has been going back and forth with Damage Control all the time. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Damage Control holding any gold. That faction sucks. Rip it apart and throw it in the toilet. I'm tired of it. But either way, I'm glad the titles are back on Jade and Bianca, because last time they were champions, even though it was short-lived, I thought that for the time being, they really brought a lot of eyes back on the titles. They were much more prominent than they have been in a long time. So I'm excited. And I actually really liked this match. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I know some people didn't, like some people thought it wasn't good. But I think the problem is that they had to fit a lot of things, or they tried to fit a lot of things into a short amount of time. And there was a couple moments where Bianca and Jade were like trying stuff and it, didn't fully work out. But overall, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have such good chemistry together as tag team partners. It looked like so smooth. Bianca obviously did the majority of the work for her team, but you know what? That's what they should be doing until Jade is more fully developed. So
I thought Jade did a lot better this time around.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as who I would like their first challengers to be, actually give me Kaden and Katana, because they're a true tag team. And I don't know if you've seen Kaden's TikToks with Damian Priest.
Yeah, I have. Oh, I love those.
They're so good, and like it just makes me want her to be around more often. Like I want her on my TV because I want the personality.
They are definitely the best tag team in the women's division, because they are they've been together since the very beginning. They're so good. And I want to see them have another run with those titles, because they did win them at some point, and a lot of us forgot about that. So I would like to see them. Maybe I'm glad they didn't do the Bianca Jade turn. I don't know why a lot of people thought that was going to happen at Bash in Berlin, of all places.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's definitely far. Not trying to like disrespect the Germany or the pay-per-view. It's just like that's not going to happen till way down the road. Yeah. Overall, I like this match. I'm glad to see my girl B as a champ again, 2-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and I'm looking forward to seeing these titles be a little more prominent now going forward.
Yeah, and I want the big three to actually just like be a faction together, not just Naomi shows up when they need her. I just want it to be
like
them
every
three
now
all the
and
time.
then they pull her out of catering.
Yeah. All right. Since you're wearing the shirt.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Thoughts?
Which I don't know how I felt about the light situation. Like I get it, they did it. I get that they did it so that people could like keep track and so that it didn't get confusing. But yeah, sometimes like the lights wouldn't turn off when they're supposed to, and I feel like at one point when Drew had CM Punk on his back or whatever, and then like he would touch one and then CM Punk would touch it, I feel like that should have counteracted it, but like it still counted. So like I was confused.
Yeah, I felt like they were trying something and it was a little but I think they made it work overall, WWE and their technical difficulties never fails to be entertaining at the very least.
Just like us.
Just like us. They're taking notes. What did you think? I'm very curious to know, what did you think of CM Punk's performance in this match?
Better than SummerSlam.
Okay.
That's as much compliment as you're gonna get from me.
I truly think that CM Punk beat the washed allegations in this match. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, he was incredible and he did No, I thought he was really good though. I thought he was really, really good. I think he definitely proved that he still has it. Major shout out to Drew McIntyre for selling his ass off for Punk. I thought it was really good. This was, for me, it wasn't my favorite match, but it was the most entertaining match for me. Because they just really played into the whole, we hate each other so much and we're just here to brutalize each other at this point. We're not even really here to wrestle. We just want to absolutely beat each other to a pulp. and I really liked that. I thought that was very entertaining. The lights, I agree with you, were a little strange. Like, it just kind of looked funny to me. But
Like
all
we're
in
just
all, it
playing
worked
red light,
out.
green light over here.
Yeah, very, very that. And I was like, okay. But I knew CM Punk was going to win. We both predicted him to win. I'm glad he
Mhm.
did. Now, do they square up for a third time at Bad Blood?
I mean, yeah, they're still fighting over this dang bracelet.
Yeah, Punk has it back now, though.
That's true, but I feel like Drew will somehow get it back in the
I mean,
next week too.
probably tomorrow at this point.
Probably. You know what? And shout out to the girl who made that bracelet because
Yes,
she should be getting some sort of
some
compensation
kind of
for how much
royalties.
that bracelet is on TV.
So much. Like, I keep forgetting her name. If somebody knows her name, please put it in the chat. But I saw her tweets where she's like, I didn't know all this was gonna come from me making this bracelet.
Yeah, girls sell those on Etsy. Someone will use them as a
Yes,
cosplay
but
accessory for CM Punk.
yeah. But I really liked this match. It was very entertaining. I think they have really good chemistry too, Punk and Drew.
Mhm,
And no, it was
I
great.
agree.
It was what I wanted it to be, and I was very satisfied with it. And I'm glad to see CM Punk win his first singles match in WWE in over 10 years, I think.
Mhm.
It's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like how this feud will compare when we finally get CM Punk and Seth Rollins proper. You know, like whenever
Yeah,
Seth comes back, I wonder, like looking back, which one's gonna be better. So.
that is great. Yeah, that's a good point. I've really enjoyed because this was a feud that as far as we know as fans, was not really supposed to happen. But the
Mhm.
way it's been handled has been so good. It's been probably this one of the things I'm always most excited for when I watch Monday Night Raw to see what these two are going to do next. And it's just very entertaining. I love the promo battles that they do. They're
Mhm.
always pretty long, and I really enjoy that. So I'm excited to see where they go from here. I really am.
Yeah, we'll see probably the third match at Bad Blood in October.
Likely.
All right, the match that I felt was the most entertaining of the night, the Terra Twins versus the Judgment Day. Uh, what? Why are you making that face?
Because I'm not happy.
Why are you making that face?
I'm
Oh, I
not happy.
mean,
Nope. Nope. But go
well,
ahead. I want to hear your thoughts on this first.
first, let me start with why did they come out to Judgment Day's music? I feel like Dom and Liv should have came out to Liv's music or like both of their individual music and not the Judgment Day music. Because then Damian Priest's music hit and it's almost exactly the same as the Judgment Day theme song.
All
And yeah,
rise.
and it still has the all rise. So like that should have been fixed. Um, but Damien and Rhea looked fantastic. I loved their ring gear. They look so good as a team. Like they just
Yep.
look intimidating and badass. And like I wish we had more like that. Like we're
Hmm.
just a man and a woman who are friends and they're just kicking ass, you know?
Right. Hmm.
But for me, this was I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I was entertained. I was sapped.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dom, you know, has still improved so much from where he began,
Yeah.
and it's still evident. And like he can sell, he sells so
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
for
He's really good.
especially for Damien.
Yeah.
And I know people were kind of annoyed about Liv because she like looked kind of weak and was acting like scared of Rhea, even though she beat her at SummerSlam. And so some people were upset with that. But like, Kate, let's be real. Rhea can be scary when she wants to be.
Hmm.
Like, girl can look so scary and intimidating. So like, I'd be scared too. So, and then Liv did that one move. I don't know what it's called, but you know which one I'm
Yeah.
talking about? The
I
one where she
do.
like grabs her and then like flips over. And everyone's like, why isn't that her finisher instead of the Oblivion? And it's like, I don't know. It's just a cool move that she does though, and I really like it.
I've seen a lot of the Japanese women wrestlers use that move, so it was really
Oh,
cool to see
really?
Liv like a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, this is Liv's new move." I'm like, "Okay, calm down, guys. She's not the first one to use it. She won't be the last.
Yeah, but I like that
Yeah.
she's using it because
Yeah,
it adds more to her repertoire, I think.
absolutely.
But so why didn't you like this match, or like why are you not happy?
Man, this ending, bro. Oh my god.
What with
Why
the
are we
Judgment Day distractions?
No, with Rhea pitting Liv. Why
Oh.
are we doing Why? And I went on a rant because I made my video about this and I went on a rant at the end. I literally turned off the video. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and talk about this. I was surprised most of the comments actually agreed with me because I
Mhm.
was prepared to get butchered. But this is Liv's second world title reign, SmackDown Women's Champion. Now she's the Women's World title.
Mhm.
Why is it that somebody with the initials RR always has to come in and mess everything up? I'm tired. I'm tired. And I understand a lot of people are like, Liv isn't believable. She's the women's world champion. What do you mean? Why are we making our women's world champion look weak
Yeah.
after week? No pun intended. Like it's annoying because she is good. Is she one of the best? No, but she could maybe in a few years she'll be there. We didn't know if that was going to happen with Rhea. Now she's
Mhm.
the top of the company. So I was just frustrated at the treatment. I'm tired of them always having Liv run away. Now she's taking the pin. Dom 100% should have taken the pin in this match.
Agreed.
And I get that they're like, oh, it's setting up for Bad Blood. I don't want a rematch at Bad Blood. I don't.
I mean,
Why?
but that's what we talked about, though. You know.
Right, but if they're just gonna put the title back on Rhea, you might as well have just done it now because they're gonna do it at Bad Blood. And I'm sorry, but Rhea's first title reign, or her title reign with I guess it was the SmackDown Women's title, yeah, because it became the Women's World title. It sucked. It sucked. And a lot of y'all don't want to call that because you love Rhea. I love Rhea too, but we all have to sit here and admit that reign was trash. It was not good. And I think 99% of that was not her fault. It was booking and
Mhm.
the way it was just so weird. And then you have people saying just have Rhea win at Mania. No, because she doesn't
No.
need that. And this is the thing. Like Rhea had her feud with Charlotte Flair. I compare it to this, where it was like Rhea had to really overcome her and get to that point where it's like I finally beat her. I finally overcome her. That's what this should be with Liv and Rhea. Liv should finally be able to overcome Rhea and have that WrestleMania moment. Rhea's had what two WrestleMania moments now, and
Mhm.
Liv hasn't even had one. What's the point in giving Rhea yet another WrestleMania moment when we could give it to someone who's never had it?
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, we talked about this though. We figure that Rhea's gonna win a Bad Blood, and then hopefully Liv will win the Royal Rumble and then get her WrestleMania moment. So
I don't think they're gonna do that anymore, dude. I have zero faith, and
we have to manifest it.
I would love to point out that Reign is way better than Liv. Well, maybe if Rhea would get the hell out of Liv's business, so she actually had a chance to defend against other women, like Lyra Valkyria, like I don't know, literally any other woman, Io Sky on the roster than Rhea Ripley, because I'm just so sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of Triple H making Liv Morgan look weak when it's just not necessary. So I
Mhm.
don't know. I was really, really frustrated by this as a fan. And Rhea's new character, I can't stand it because she's just like, I did nothing wrong and I'm a good person and I'm walking around with my head in the clouds like I didn't injure this girl months ago and actually had this coming because it's great. Like I love Rhea as a person and obviously I am a fan of hers, but this new character of hers is extremely unlikable. Um, so yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of reminiscent of when she was having promos against Charlotte when they were gonna have their WrestleMania match. It was like, I'm the victim.
Yeah.
And it's like, Rhea, girl, we know you ain't the victim.
I mean, I think she more so was in that, I guess, because like Charlotte had taken so much from her, and
Mhm.
then, finally it was good to see Rhea overcome Charlotte, and I stand by that. I'm so glad they did that.
Yeah, me
But
too.
like I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, Rhea doesn't want to put over Liv because it's not her choice. It's not her doing
Mhm.
booking. And I'm sure if it was presented to her, I'm sure being the awesome woman she is, she'd probably be like, yeah, I want to have Liv have that moment. But booking is so weird that like they're like, Rhea can't afford to lose clean once. And it's stupid. It's annoying. And that's how you get superstars, or that's how you get the fans to turn on superstars, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that Dom should have taken the pin from Damien. I don't think it was necessary for Liv to take the pin, but we're just gonna have to see. We'll have to see what happens.
I have zero hope at this point, but we'll see. I wish you would say that to Triple H. Like, put that man in front of me. I'll say whatever I want. Am I supposed to be scared of that? You thought you ate, Arthur. You thought you ate.
Well, last but not least is Gunther and Randy Orton, which, I mean,
Nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, it was a great match. I still don't think it beats Gunther versus Sheamus, but that's just me. How did you feel?
God, I love this match so much. This was my favorite match on the card. This was easily match of the night. These two are just both so incredibly talented, and it was brutal. It was badass.
Yeah.
I still don't understand people who say Gunther is boring in the ring. I really don't know how you could watch a match like this and say that, because maybe they're not a fan of his wrestling style, and that, like, okay, sure, fine, but boring is crazy to me, because that man is just incredibly fierce. And man. And then, you know what I really loved was the showing of respect at the end, because I feel like that's something we don't really see from Gunther a lot. He's always just kind of like, screw you, I'm the ring general, I'm better than you. But, and I mean, he kind of did it when he had his match with Miz, but that was like in the press conference. He's like, oh yeah, Miz is actually pretty good. But no, this was like a straight after in the ring, I want to shake your hand. And something we don't really see from Gunther. I don't know if they had planned that or something, but I liked that. I thought that was very cool. And I loved, Dylan is mentioning, I loved Ludwig's intro for him. That was super dope. I know those two have been friends for like ever. So that must have been a really cool moment for them. But God, I love this match. And that was a great moment at the end for me. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of the few times where Gunther has been taken to the limit. And it was very plausible that Randy can beat Gunther, but the fact that Gunther like made him pass out, you know, like, and it just shows that Gunther's a force, and he's gonna continue to be a force for many years, you know, God willing.
Yeah. But this was really great. I mean, I was pretty sure that Randy wasn't gonna tap out. That's the most but no, this was really good. Gunther just pulled out all the stops, because I think this might have been one of Gunther's, if not his biggest test yet, you know?
Agreed.
And did we not say no NXT spoilers in the chat? I believe this is the second time we're saying this. Please stop. Thank you. Some of us want to watch the show. Anyway.
just don't look.
But I want to read the chat. Anyway.
I know.
This is a great question from Dylan. Who do we think challenges Gunther next?
I mean, I know
somebody's saying AJ Styles. That would be cool.
Is he on Raw? Or is he on SmackDown? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know who's on these rosters these days. I'm trying to think.
I mean, Dragunov is obviously my dream.
I mean, that's a valid choice. I still think Finn Balor is a valid choice. You know, he wouldn't win, but
we were so robbed of a potential Finn Balor world title run, man. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. And we're never gonna get it, and it hurts.
Who else is on Raw? It's like, I can think of people who I don't want.
Isn't Karrion Kross on Raw? Let's get Karrion Kross in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the match would be fine, but could I see him winning? No.
Emphasis on just fine. Sheamus, sure. Braun, yeah. Dragunov is. I don't think they're gonna do Gunther and Dragunov for a while, just because I do believe Ilya is chasing after the IC title. But I want to see Dragunov be the one to maybe eventually dethrone Gunther.
I know people want Gunther versus John Cena, but I don't think that's happening, guys.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think that's what Cap wants. Can't tell.
I think so.
Can't tell by this username. I maybe, just maybe. I don't think John Cena's getting another title run, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Chad Gable is still valid to go against Gunther. It's still valid. Y'all forget that Chad and Gunther had one of the best matches on regular TV this past year.
I can't believe we got to watch that for free.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
That needs to be, honestly, call me crazy. That needs to be Mania next year. Call me crazy.
Oh. Okay.
And then
I don't know about that.
I know some people want Cody and Randy to be WrestleMania next year. Some people want Cody John. And it's just like, we'll see, guys. We'll see.
As long as it's not Cody Solo.
Or Roman.
Or Cody Rock. Or, I think that's what they're doing.
This is going to be the first year in how many years that it's most likely not going to be a Roman main event? Like, that's...
Nah, they're going to do it. That'll probably be night one main event.
What? Roman?
Roman will 100% be the main event of, like, some night, you know.
I don't know. We'll see.
As long as it's not for the title, I don't care. Sure, fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, overall, how did you feel about this pay-per-view, and how did you feel about the crowd?
The crowd was interesting to me. Like, I said this in one of my videos. I don't know if they were like so loud that the noise like was kind of died down a bit, or if they were just a little quieter than I thought they were going to be. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, they were still better than any and every USA crowd that we have. I love their chants and everything. But let's just say they're no Puerto Rico. They're no France. That's for sure.
Even London. London was really good too.
They were loud. But I think they were a good crowd still, all in all.
Yeah.
The show overall, it was kind of what I expected it to be. The hype for me just wasn't really there. I don't think that they had really, because like as soon as we had gone to the Raw after SummerSlam, they're like Bash in Berlin in like 2 weeks. And that for me just kind of like sucked the life out of me. And maybe that's because I had so much hype for SummerSlam and I was so excited. But it wasn't a bad show by any means. It was good. I just think it falls into one of the like middle tier categories for WWE PLEs.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think every match though, like there was no bad matches on this card.
No,
in my opinion. So like, and sometimes there is one stinker, and I don't think this one had any stinkers.
No, definitely not. And that is a large bonus.
Yeah, so this is a solid pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was solid. It was good. Was it memorable?
I think Gunther and Randy will be memorable, and probably CM Punk and Drew.
Yeah, those are probably the two biggest takeaways. The rest was kind of like, oh yeah, remember that one time Cody defended against Kay? Like just stuff like that. But yeah, I really don't have too many bad things or really any bad thing. I just didn't like the finish to the Rhea Liv match. But overall, I still think that match was pretty solid. I think Liv should have had more offense for sure. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty decent show. What would you give this out of 10?
I would probably give this one, I would give it like a 6.5, 7.
I was going to go with 7, so I'm glad we're on the same page there. Yeah, 6.5, 7. I'm feeling 7 because it
gets a C.
Yeah.
It passes. It gets a degree.
Yeah. Was there a show this year you thought was worse than Bash in Berlin?
I mean, Money in the Bank was not good, y'all.
Oh yeah, Money in the Bank was trash.
So,
is that the worst show they've done this year? It might be.
Possibly.
It might be. What do you guys think? Because that was bad.
I mean, I just think coming off the heels of Mania is so difficult. So I think they struggled with that. But Backlash was still good.
I was going to say, Backlash was amazing.
Yeah.
WWE, what are you doing?
Money in the Bank was the weakest link so far this year.
Which is crazy because that's like my like second favorite PLE that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they let me down this year.
It's definitely top 4. It's like Mania, Rumble, Money in the Bank, and then I don't know. SummerSlam is so hit and miss for me, and
SummerSlam dominated this year.
I think I would have enjoyed SummerSlam more if I wasn't dying of COVID.
Yeah. Oh,
I probably would
Elimination
have been.
Chamber. I forgot about
Ooh.
Elimination Chamber.
Mhm.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite either, but I would still put that above Money in the Bank.
You know what I want to see for next Elimination Chamber though? Get those women's tag titles back in the chamber.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I loved when they did that.
But if they're doing contenders for Mania, then no, we can't really do that.
Yeah, but we can figure out another way to do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out something else.
But I loved the tag team stuff for Elimination
that was
Chamber.
great.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Either while watching No Mercy or instead of. We appreciate you guys. We don't appreciate the spoilers though.
I think it was on accident.
Okay,
I hope y'all know I was just kind of joshing with you. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not actually peeved.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Next we have we have 4 weeks until Bad Blood.
Okay, so we have 3 open episodes.
Yep.
Oh my god, you guys, we actually have time to do stuff.
Yep, it's not all going to be predictions and reviews. Y'all getting fresh content.
Let us know what you guys want to see. I personally I've been really pushing for Def Rebel Part 2.
Oh, earlier when you were talking about like mic skills and stuff, I feel like we should do a tier list ranking people's mic skills because I feel like we've never done that.
Ooh, do you guys want to see that? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, because I feel like that could be like open to debate, and we could bring someone on for the tiebreakers.
That sounds like
when
fun.
you and I disagree.
Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But I promise, guys, one day, maybe not anytime soon. Def Rebel Part 2 is coming.
Yeah, we'll have to do like all guy theme songs or something.
Yeah, we could also do like AEW themes too. That would be cool.
That's true, but I feel like for that I would have to like
you would actually
listen to them beforehand.
Mary would have to do some homework for that.
Yeah, I would have to do homework. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. And
thank you for 700 subs.
Yes, thank you for 700 subs. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X. Follow us both individually. Follow the podcast. Subscribe if you haven't already. Anything else?
Logan Paul.
Bye, guys.